Good morning, YouTube. I guess we're dealing with arrays now. I think that's our new thing. Array front nine. I think our last poem was called array last nine, was it? I think so. Array front nine. Interesting. Given an array of ints, return true now. We're not returning a counter, we're returning a boolean. Return true if and only if one of the first four elements in the array is 9. The array length must be less than 4. Okay. Oh, maybe, sorry. The array length may be less than 4. So if one of the first four elements in the array is 9. Okay. So we don't really care about the length of the array as being equal to 4, less than 4, greater than 4, because we have this really cool thing called len nums. And so at the end of the day, this thing is pretty nice because we don't really have to care for, oh, if it's less than 4, do this. If it's greater than 4, do this. Because at the end of the day, we're dealing with the same thing, len nums, you know? And that's where our for loop's going to end. So we're going to have for I in range, len nums, right? And colon. And next, we're going to see if the first four are not, have a 9. Okay, so this is where I think it gets a little bit trickier. I think you actually do. I might be wrong now. I think you actually do need to check if it's less than 4 or greater than 4. So first, what we're going to do is see this. Okay. If len nums, right, is greater than 4, then we can do for I in range 4, if that makes sense. So we're only caring about the first 4 elements of that index if that array is greater than 4. First 4 elements of that array if that array is length greater than 4. Now else, so I actually completely was wrong. I said that you don't really care about the range. Yeah, you don't really care about if else. You kind of do. um, then now you can do this, right? I guess it's whatever is greater, 4 or length numbers, but in this case, you have to do that if condition to differentiate. And then you have two for loops per condition, one for loop per condition. And we're checking if the first 4 elements have 9. So here we just say if, oh my god, I just thought of a very fast way of doing this. Okay, I'm gonna get to this in a second. But and I'm gonna write a multi-line comment. You'll see what that means in a second. Use in what? What? Okay, if nums I is equal to 9, I guess we can return true from that point, right? And then here we can pretty much just say the same thing, right? And then at the very end, we say return false, right? If both of these just don't return true at the end of the day, return false, right? Because this is checking if, well, whatever is less than 4 um, uh, in length has a 9, or this one's checking the first 4 of the array. And then there's a really simple way that I think you can make this a one-line program. But let's just try this. Okay, it's all correct. I think we can delete all of this. And we can put one line. Return 9 in nums colon 4. I think. I don't know. Okay, yeah, that works. So this in is super powerful. It's like a for loop, kind of. It's just going through the array and seeing if this number is in this iterable, this array. An iterable can be a string, an array, of a range, so really it's going through an iteration of every element in the array, and up until the first 4. Now, if nums is, like I mentioned in previous videos, if nums has a length of like 3 or something, and this is 4, it will ignore that 4 and say, you know what, let's just stop until we've reached the end of the array. But if nums has a length of 10, then it will stop until 4. So you can see how that is used. All right, sounds good. I think I explained kind of both approaches. Of course, you can code it whichever way you like, and feel free to comment if you found a really cool way to solve this problem. I'd love to hear. All right, take care. Bye.